And I think we are live. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? And welcome to the channel. This is Alon here. And today we are about to dive into how can we grow from failure. Now, what do I mean by how can we grow from failure? And one more thing before we get into that, and I will give you the three questions that you can do and three acts that you can actually implement right now in order to fast grow. So before I go into that, I'm starting a new concept right now. And as you can see, also last week I did a live, and I'm going to do Coffee with Eden every Tuesday here on 6:30 p.m. Israel time. And I will love if you will join me, guys, as well. It can be awesome. So cheers for that. Now, let's go into dive into the how can we get out of fear and how can we grow from it fast. So, the first thing is when you actually want to grow from failure, we got to get into the other side. Now, what do I mean by the other side? Actually, watch it from another perspective. Now, let me share with you a simple story right now and a really short one. So, last week, I did a live right here, and the first live was horrible because it went well, everything went smooth. I got live. I gave you all the two details and tools for actually make it. And then at the end of it, when I finished the live, suddenly I noticed there is no voice. So you guys couldn't actually hear me on the other side because there was no voice. And I said, damn it, I gave like 15 minutes right now, like hardcore, and I went all in and it didn't record. Now, of course, at the first second, I was bummed. I was bummed and I said, fuck it. But then I said, wait. Okay, so instead of that, how can we grow from it? How can I leverage it? And I said to myself, okay, so I did it the first time. Awesome. How it happened to me? Why it happened to me? Remember that question. Why it happened for me, not to me, for me. Because when we actually look from the perspective of why it's happening for us, not to us, then we can actually grow. Because when we say, oh, it's happened to me, oh, poor me, you're getting into the victimized mentality. And when we get from that, we can grow because our energy low, we feel that we don't want to grow, and because like, okay, so everything happened to me, oh poor me, blah blah blah, all that crap that we're feeding ourselves. So instead of that, ask yourself why it happened for me. When I ask that question, bam, it got clicked. Okay, so it happened for me because right now I learned it was live on Facebook, but it wasn't a great interview with someone that I got, and we actually schedule it because it's already happened to me once when I just started with interviews. And I figured, okay, so it haven't happened with an interview, so okay, no problem. It went bad. How can I do it different? Remember, that's the second question. How can I do it different? And I said, okay, so I pitched what I wanted, so maybe I will do it a bit different. And I started differently. I did it differently and make the point in another point of view. Third, what is the action that you can do right now? So what I did is just go live again, right? Why wait? Why be bummed about it and say, oh, maybe I will should put another video, or oh, it doesn't work, oh, screw that, I'm not going to do live anymore, right? I could say that, but if we give in into that victimized mentality, we can function, we can be the leaders. Think about it for a second. If you are not leading yourself to success, if you're not leading yourself at those harsh moments when you're failing, why should other people will follow you? Why should people will buy from you? Why should people will go with you if you're not leading yourself? Let it sink for a second. Because again, if you're not leading yourself to success, even when you're failing, you can't expect others to do that, right? So go again and ask yourself those 3 questions, okay? What happened for me, not to me, for me? What can I do different in order to leverage that? And third, what action I will do right now in order to make it better. You don't have to redo it. You don't have to make it perfect, but just do it again. Maybe rewrite it. Maybe if you're writing a content and it didn't went well and you wanted to do it another way, or you have some tech difficulty, your computer shut down, whatever it is, okay? Like, find out what can you do different right now. Maybe you should put more juice into the computer because it didn't have the battery. Maybe you didn't plan it well, and maybe you should learn from it. Let's say you're just running a course, been there, done that, running a course, and it didn't went well as you wanted. Now, what do you do? My first masterclass was a disaster because it wasn't linear. It wasn't a lot of structure. And I learned from it that next time, do it more structure, do it more practical tools, give it in another way. And when I did it the second time, it went smoother. It went better. And the third time, and the fourth time, and the fifth time, when you're doing it, practicing over and over, but you got to make the action when you're feeling that you failed, because failure does not exist. It's a lesson. And if you take it as a lesson, you can grow beyond anything. You can become the best version of yourself. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? So cheers for that, guys. And remember, ask those 3 questions. What happened for me? What can I do different and leverage that? What is the action I will do right now to make it better? Those are the 3 keys to grow fast when you're failing, when you are kind of failing, when you have a great lesson. That is the way. So, guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Invest your time with me today. If you love this video, give me a thumbs up. They know that you are loving this, and every like helps. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification to be updated. And guys, every Tuesday I'm going to be live here 6:30 p.m. Israel time. I hope to see you guys. Let's have a quick chat and just a nice coffee together. So having a great day, and